Righty, folks, I am meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
And I'm meteorologist Tom Turton.
And this is Talking with Tom. Well, Tom, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing okay.
You've had a kind of an easy week with weather, haven't you?
It has been an easy week for weather.
Uh-huh.
One day after the next has been kind of the same. I was sick on Monday afternoon, took a sick day Tuesday, so I guess kind of a good time to
That's like the
be
first
sick.
That's like the first sick day you've taken since I don't know when. I don't remember you taking sick days.
Never have. First one.
That's it.
Had to take the first sick day in 2.5 years.
So that means that tummy was not doing too well.
No. Yeah, if that tells you something about what it was, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It was a bad day, Monday, and then Tuesday was kind of recovery. We're back in action now, though.
Okay,
And
good.
rocking and rolling. Tom, we turned the page over into a new month.
Yes, we're in October now.
October. Is there anything in October that you look forward to?
You know, I do kind of like the crisp mornings in October.
Mornings.
It helps wake you up a little bit, when you go out to go to work. I think it charges you a little bit. I look forward to milder temperatures where if you're going to go out and sit or barbecue or whatever, you don't break out into a sweat as soon as you think of going outside. So, yeah, I like that.
That's true. Yeah, the nicer, cooler weather. And just so happens our topic today, we're going to be talking about on this Talking with Tom, is the cooler weather and what it does to the area, right?
Yeah.
Changes leaves. We're going to talk a little bit about why leaves change and what happens.
I think that's something that most people look forward to with autumn, is the changing of the leaves.
Well, especially around here. I mean, fall around the Ozarks is always spectacular. Mm-hmm. It's pretty. There's a lot of pretty, you have a lot of ridges and hilltops and valleys and water flows and creeks and rivers, all these added scenic elements that just kind of add to the flavor of fall around here.
Very true. And you have so many different types of trees, so you get into so many different types of colors.
Yeah.
Although I have to tell you, when I went to New England in the fall one time, and I saw a whole mountain that was gold because it was one type of tree. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, similar for, Colorado, right?
Yes.
Colorful Colorado.
Yes.
Folks travel up there.
Mm-hmm.
Aspen's big time, like you're saying.
Yeah, it's amazing. But we have a huge variety of color when autumn, it kind of cooperates.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about the process a little bit first.
All right.
There's always kind of a question that people arise in their minds this time of year, right? Why do the colors go from green? Why don't they just go green to brown? Why do we get reds, purples, yellows, and golds? Where does that color come from?
Well, that has to do with the process of, the leaves when we see them in the fall that have changed, that's their true color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the thing that blocks it is what?
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. Exactly. The stuff that you used to have in your toothpaste and stuff like
that. No, that's not right.
That's not it. Okay. All right. Well, I knew it wasn't chloroform.
Yeah, exactly. Don't go smell the leaves anytime soon.
No. But chlorophyll, yes. Yeah. And that's what provides the green that we see, through the spring and the summer. But in reality, that's just kind of a coat that the leaf puts on.
Yeah, and it's interesting, too. I tried to find a good definition of what exactly chlorophyll is.
Yeah.
What is it?
What'd you come up with?
The best definition I could find is that it is simply a pigment. Mm-hmm. It's just a green pigment.
And it's the stronger pigment.
The stronger pigment on the color scale. And it's that green shade, the green tint, that I guess allows the leaves to absorb some of the sun's energy and then therefore also combine it with carbon dioxide.
Yes.
And then create sugar.
Yes.
And that keeps the tree alive.
That's it. And everybody goes,
process.
Ooh, the trees are beautiful and they're all green and everybody loves that. But around now they're going, yeah, okay, we're tired of the green. Let's show us some other color.
Exactly.
But to be able to do that, you have to set things up the right way, don't you?
Yeah, in a big way. We haven't really seen that yet. Haven't seen it take place. A couple ingredients you need. You need course, cooler nights, and not really 50s. We've had several nights in the 50s,
right?
But we're talking 40s. That really accelerates the leaf change. You also need some good moisture amounts.
Yes, and we haven't had a lot of those lately either.
We have not, because that, of course, relates to the health of the tree.
Right.
So if the tree's feeling stressed, well, then the tree colors, their natural colors, are going to look more stressed once the green goes away.
Yeah.
And might just be more dull and brown.
Well, you get down into the 40s and things like that, that slows the production and then shuts it off of chlorophyll.
It does.
So you have to have that. Now, it's got to be 40s. You can't have a freeze because that stops everything.
It does, yeah. Ends the whole thing.
Yeah, and then you have those beautiful brown leaves throughout the Ozarks.
Yep, raking yards.
Yeah.
Mowing, leafing in the piles, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it is. You have to fall into that regime to be able to allow the chlorophyll to slow and stop. Then you see the colors of the leaves. Again, you have to have enough moisture as well. You can't choke off nutrients and things like that.
No.
So you have those conditions, and then you get the changing of the leaves to color.
Yeah. And they're nice. Now, I did find out something interesting about this.
Yeah.
So there are different shades of leaf colors. Of course, you have the orange, the yellows, sometimes purples and reds.
Yes.
The purples and reds are most impacted by the weather, meaning like those are the ones that'll turn more brownish color.
Okay.
But your yellows are a bit more stable. And that came from that was Michigan State University.
Okay.
That put out that study. And they found it had something to do, I can't remember what it was. I was looking at it last week.
I would say it's just easier for purple to go to brown than...
maybe so. I don't know.
Yeah, we give up. Shoot, they're brown.
But it was interesting. So certain tree types that produce more of the yellow leaf colors, more stable. And it may not be as vibrant as long, but you'll still get the yellow colors.
Yes.
As opposed to a maple tree that normally turns red.
Yes.
It may just, if it's stressed, may not have the same red color. May have more of a rusty brown color.
Do you have a feeling for this year? Do you think? I mean, because it doesn't have. I mean, all things considered, and all things remaining the same, you could have that changing of the leaves late in the month, maybe even a little early November.
Yeah.
So there's no, if it doesn't change in this week, it's not going to happen.
No.
So Mother Nature is a little fluid with that. You have any feelings about where this might fall?
I probably think, just given the warm weather we've seen recently, we're not cooling down yet. I would probably push back the fall maybe a week, 2 weeks.
Okay.
So typically around the Ozarks, we see the fall foliage begin last week of October.
Yeah.
And we may be going into the first week or two of November before we get to peak.
Just putting it off a little bit.
Just putting it off because we really haven't gotten cool yet.
Yeah.
Really,
That's
we're still
true.
green out there.
Yeah. Have we had any 40s yet?
No, not in Springfield. I think the coolest we've been was 52.
Yeah.
That was back in September.
And it has to be a little sustained. It can't just be one day of 40s.
No.
Is going to take care of it. It has to be sustained for a while.
It's got to be a couple nights in the 40s.
Yeah.
And so we just haven't really had that at all yet. And so I think it'll push back a few weeks.
But you may get some pockets, though. If you get into low 50s, some of the valleys and things like that, you get that cold pocket of air that sits down there. You may see some valleys turn before you're going to see, the hilltops and things like that.
Yeah, it's an interesting observation. You're right. It would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it, to go to one of those locations to see maybe if the low spots are turning colors more
I'll
quickly?
bet you could see them driving on 65 down toward the south.
Oh, down south, like through Branson and
maybe
into
toward
northern
Branson,
Arkansas?
because you do have the hills and the valleys there.
Yeah.
And that will, trap the cold air. So it's possible. Maybe the valleys will start turning first.
They might. Yeah, that'd be a good observation. Yeah, because all it takes, like we talked about, cold air, and really that's about it. Longer nights, too. Trees, light sensitive. They understand when the days are getting shorter.
Yeah, they
pick up
get
on
the
that.
idea. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then probably going to wait a little later for fall to, the leaves to start to change their color.
Yeah.
That's where things are falling right now. No pun intended. So, let's keep our fingers crossed because when the Ozarks change color of the leaves, it's brilliant. It's gorgeous.
It is. And, despite kind of the lack of cool air so far, it will get cold.
Yes, it will.
40s are on the way.
Yes.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, if you don't go from 50s to a day or two of 40s and then drop below freezing, have a hard freeze.
That's true.
For a couple of nights, then you'll see more brown, and none of us want to see that.
Yeah,
because it means we have to rake leaves.
Yeah, quickly.
Soon. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, any other thoughts you have on fall?
No, I'm just waiting for it, see how it develops, because sometimes the Ozarks tends to go, okay, we're done with winter, we're in spring, summer, and then it goes, we're into autumn and winter, and, it just goes zoop by those, the transition seasons is what I think of them.
Yeah. Quick change artist.
Yes, they are. And they give you 2 days of, isn't that pretty? Oh, what happened? Now I got to get my snow shovel out. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. It does go fast sometimes.
Yep.
Are there any things in the fall you look for, like other than the leaves changing, of course? Do you have any spots you like to go or frequent that you would recommend to people looking to get out and do some leaf peeping?
Wow, that's tough because if the Ozarks cooperates, even driving down 65 is really pretty because, of the lie of the land and the rolling hills and all those colors. That's just really pretty. But, if you're driving, don't sit around looking at the leaves. Pay attention to the road. But, I mean, if you just pull over somewhere, find a good place to park that's not going to be bothering anybody. I like to be up higher so I can see all of the, into the valleys.
Sure.
And the, toward the stream beds and things like that because, you want to be up high to see it all.
Yeah, that's true. Get a good vantage point.
Mm-hmm.
And find a place that's got some feature to it, some character.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, those hills and valleys and maybe nearby a river or a lake.
Yes.
Table Rock comes to mind. That'd probably be a good place to go.
Oh, there'll be some great places, views around Table Rock.
Yeah, could be.
You bet.
Yeah. So good deal. Go check him out. All right. Well, Tom, I think on next time, we'll jump into trivia here in a second.
Okay.
But I think next, talking with Tom, how would you feel about talking about frost and freeze in the Ozarks? Because we're talking about cool air now. It's not here yet, but next week is really about the time we're getting close to it.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that would be a good idea. The thing about how we tell people, you might want to take your plants in now and things like that. Yeah, that'd be a good idea because that's right around the corner.
It is right around the corner. Yep. The growing season coming to an end. And that'll kick us off with some trivia here, Tom, I've got for you.
All right.
3 questions.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and start off with October's a month when we see our first frost on average in Springfield. Do you know when that is? There's an exact date on average when we see our first frost.
The 16th.
Ooh, that's close. October 14th.
Okay.
The 14th. Any guesses?
I just took a wild guess at, well, that's in the middle of the month. Why not go with that?
Yeah.
Because I don't know the exact date, but any guesses about what?
Any guesses about the average first freeze in Springfield?
Ooh. Average first freeze. October 27th.
Man. All right, October 25th.
All right.
Ahead by 2 days on your calendar. The Turton calendar. Right.
Yes, that's it. the Turton timeline. That's it.
Yeah, the average freeze falls roughly 2 weeks after the first frost. There you have it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so speaking of cooler weather
and
wintertime especially, jump into winter folklore.
Ooh.
What insect, you should know this one, is believed to be able to predict winter weather based on its color and thickness in the fall?
The woolly worm, of course. And I would say 2 weeks ago, I saw a woolly worm.
Oh, you did?
And it wasn't dark.
Okay.
But that was 2 weeks ago. It may have
Yeah.
changed its mind by then.
Maybe so.
Yeah,
okay.
the woolly worm. If it's dark and black, that means we're going to have a hard winter.
That's right. And if it's mild or brown, it's going to be more of a milder winter.
Or so the folklore goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little history on that. So the woolly worm, also known as the woolly bear, has a reputation, like we're talking about, for predicting winter weather based on the shades of brown or black on its coat. And so brown colors mean it's going to be a milder winter. Darker black colors mean it's going to be a harsher winter.
Right. That's not as accurate as the persimmon, but okay.
Of course not. No, right. Yeah. So this legend actually gained traction when Dr. C.H. Kren studied the woolly worms from 1948 to 1956.
Ooh.
So that's an 8-year period. During this time, the woolly worms contained more lighter colors than dark in that 8-year time frame. And the winters over that time frame were milder than normal, resulting in the conclusion that there may be a hint of truth into that folklore.
See, and that's nice because there is folklore out there. Then the scientists will come in, and a lot of times they'll go, there may be something to this.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's interesting, yeah. And the woolly worm is actually a caterpillar.
Yeah.
It turns into the tiger moth later in life.
Okay.
There you go.
Very nice.
So, all right, last question here.
Okay.
It's turning to snowfall now. October holds the earliest snowfall record in Springfield history. Now, I'll give you some leniency on this one if you don't get the date exactly right.
Was that like 21 inches or something like
No,
that?
no, nothing like that. Okay. But I was going to ask, when was it? So you can just give me a year if you'd like. And how much snow was measured? I'll give you a hint. You got to go way back.
We're talking beyond the 70s?
Oh, yeah. Way back. Before you were born, believe it or not.
Do they have calendars before that? 1923.
All right. Any amounts? How much did we get?
27 inches. I don't know. What are the correct answers there, Tom?
The correct answer is it was October 17th, 1898. Was the
They weren't keeping records then. 1898.
Those kooks, they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, I didn't. I went back into the previous century.
Yeah.
The last century.
Go back to the
where I was born.
2 centuries.
Yeah, and I had to go 1898. Okay,
yep, got 1 inch of snow. 1 inch of snow, October 17th, 1898. Now, Kansas City got 3 inches of snow on that day. And you got to keep in mind, October 17th, those trees are still full of leaves. And so it actually caused a lot of significant tree damage.
Yeah, well, they turned brown real quick.
Exactly. They sure did that year.
Did.
And the trees fell down on the telegraph lines, bringing down communications for a couple days in Kansas City.
Yeah, it was Kansas City.
Yeah, right.
They don't have the snow removal equipment that we do, and of course, if you go the farther south you go, they don't have the equipment.
No, they do not. Growing up in Oklahoma, I can say that is very true.
Yeah,
it does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you have it. There's our little trivia of the day.
I like it.
Fall talk.
I'm going to remember that. 1898 October. 1 inch of snow.
That's right.
Brought the horses to a standstill.
Oh, the newspaper at the time,
the
Springfield newspaper, then known the Leader Democrat.
Yeah.
They quoted saying, "It's all a mistake. This weather's out of place and out of date. Nobody was ready for it." That's how they started their title.
Well, they should have watched TV. Yeah,
You're right. Yeah. What were they doing?
Maybe one of your ancestors did the weather, and that's that good old Schmitty.
Yeah, right. They should have consulted the woolly worm.
Yeah,
or would have known to watch out earlier. Or the persimmon. That's right. Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
I think that'll wrap us up here on this Talking with Tom. Thanks for being here today. Next week, we're going to talk about some cold weather, the end of the growing season, and if you want to keep your plants around, we'll throw in some tips there, too, once we go through the month of October. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and have a good rest of the week.
See you later.